푸른 새벽이 도시의 차가운 유리를 적시는 시간. 오래된 서랍 속 편지에서는 짙은 삼나무 향기가 피어오릅니다. 아날로그의 따스함과 맑은 라디오 주파수가 얽혀드는 곳. 이제 우리의 기억은 다시 저 유리빛 지평선을 향해 천천히 흘러갑니다.
The city wakes in shades of blue, a glassy mist for me and you.
The dew is silver on the pane, washing out the static rain.
I found a letter in a drawer,
Footprints on a golden floor. The smell of cedar and the pine intertwined with the electric line.
we drift across the glass horizon
Where the morning light is rising, 80 dreams in a neon hue, 70 hearts beating steady and true, beating steady and true. The river flows through wires and stone, a melody we've always known.
The mountains call in FM tones.
Beyond the reach of dial phones, we drift across the glass horizon where the morning light is rising. 80 dreams in a neon hue, 70 hearts beating steady and true. Analog warmth in a digital soul, two half notes making a story whole. The tape is spinning, the hum is low, nowhere to rush, nowhere to go. We drift across the glass horizon where the morning light is rising. 80 dreams in a neon hue, 70 hearts beating steady and true. Glass horizon, whispers on the tape, steady and true. Dusty shelves and broken clocks, keys that fit in rusty locks. You were humming a song of June underneath a paper moon.
I was chasing the echoes of sound where the silence is easily found. A Rhodes piano in a lonely room, chasing away the winter gloom.
Amber destiny, electric rain, a sweet relief for the old school pain. Spin the record, let the needle slide. There's nowhere left for us to hide in the warmth of the analog tide. The synth is crying. Spin the record like the needle slide. There's nowhere left for us to hide. The 80s reverb lingers long inside the ghost of a 70s song. We belong, it belong. Electric rain, amber dust, amber dust. Da 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 amber ghost.
I walk the dirt road, you take the highway. Doing it your way, doing it my way. But the stars we see are just the same. Calling out a familiar name. Your boots are heavy with the mountain clay. Mine are polished for the bright display. But the FM radio plays our tune underneath the afternoon. Walking on a parallel path today, watching the colors fade into gray. With a heart of oak and a soul of chrome, every rhythm leads us home. Every rhythm leads us home. Listen to the hiss of the vintage tape. No escape, no escape. Every memory takes its shape. Walking on the parallel path today. Watching the colors fade into gray. With a heart of oak and a soul of chrome, every rhythm leads us home. Home is where the music plays. Walking on the parallel path today. Watching the colors fade into gray. With a heart of oak and a soul of chrome, every rhythm leads us home. Home is where the music plays. Vintage tape. Cold wind blowing through the midnight pine, tracing shadows on a silver line. The DX7 sparkles like the frost, finding things we thought were lost.
I built a fire with a dry oak wood, thinking things I understood. The analog fire, the digital light, keeping us warm through the velvet night. Oh, the midnight pine is whispering low, secrets only magic of the winter spell. The sun hasn't given up on us yet. Midnight pine, sparkling frost.
Boxes of memories stacked to the ceiling, giving me that old-fashioned feeling.
A dusty guitar with a broken string, waiting for the summer to sing. I found a synthesizer made of tin, letting and neon light leak in. A melody hidden in a velvet box, turning back all the heavy clocks. Echoes in the attic, loud and clear. Everything we used to hold so dear. Tape saturation and a heart of gold. A story that never grows too old. In the stories that we've been told. We're holding on with all our might. The wires humming in the dark, leaving such a phantom mark. Watching for a tiny spark. Drifting through the dead of night, a ghost of a wave, a flicker of light. We're holding on with all our might, tuning through the years, through the laughter, through the tears, tuning through the years. Static whispers, tuning out, turning to gold.
Deep in the woods where the satellites shine, drawing a map of your heart and mind. The pine needles glow with a digital spark, lighting our way through the electric dark.
The mountain is still and the river is chrome, but it's still the place that we call our home.
I play the rhythm on Old Hollywood while you sing the words that I wish I could.
In the neon forest, we are free. Under the canopy, just you and me.
Warm as a campfire,
Bright as a screen,
the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen.
The wind is a chorus of 84, knocking at the 70s door.
I couldn't ask for any more.
In the neon forest green and blue, in the neon forest green and blue.
Oh, you're okay.
Pressing play on a silver cassette, songs that haven't left us yet. The tape is thin and the sound is wide, like the pulling of a summer tide.
I hear your voice in the fluttering wild.
organic rhythm begin.
Dust on the dashboard, wind in your hair. There's a feeling of magic in the air. The skyline is glowing with an 80s flare. Electric towers everywhere, but we're driving back to the roots of the song, to the place where we both belong. On the highway to 9th and 79, crossing the border, crossing the line. Acoustic heart and a synth-driven soul, looking for a way to make us whole. The engine is humming a faux pas beat, shaking the dust from our tired feet, making the journey bittersweet, driving home to the goal. Light, the dial is soft like velvet skin. Turn it up and let the night in. A warm distortion on every word, the softest sound you've ever heard. I'm holding the frequency steady for you, watching the stars falling through. Between the folk and the synth pop sky, we never have to say goodbye. Turn the velvet dial nice and slow to the rhythm of the long ago. In the analog warmth we find our rest, where the old school songs are blessed, where the old school songs are blessed. No more noise, no more glare, just the music in the air. Yeah, just the music in the air. Velvet night, velvet night.
trace the lines where we once stood in a forest made of cedar wood.
The map is fading at the edge,
A silent vow, a broken pledge.
I'm coloring the empty space, searching for a familiar face.
We are the cartographers of light,
Charting stars in the dead of night, tracing paths that lead us home, through the glass and through the loam. Through the glass and through the loam.
the wind erased the signs I left,
Leaving nothing but the theft.
a moment stolen from the shelf. We are the cartographers of light,
Charting stars in the dead of night, tracing paths that lead us home, through the glass and through the loam. The platform waits for ghosts to board, a heavy silence fully stored. I'm watching clouds across the track, knowing there is no turning back. Through the glass, through the loam, through the glass, through the loam. Dusty light through the attic pane, writing stories on the window stain. You were the rhythm, I was the rhyme, lost in the corridors of time.
I found a box of Polaroid ghosts, gathered around our favorite toasts.
The colors are pale, the edges are torn. Before the electric morning was born, all the attic window sees it all. The summer rise and the winter fall, warm as a blanket, thin as a thread. Everything we ever did or said. Floating in the dusty air, a feeling that is always there. Through the window into the cold.
Strumming a chord by the neon fire.
Higher than the telephone wire.
The sparks are digital, the wood is real.
That's exactly how I wanna feel.
We're singing songs about the open road.
Lightening the heavy, heavy load.
With a synthesizer and a hollow soul.
Looking for a way to make us whole. Dance around the electric campfire tonight. Everything's gonna be alright. 70 vibes in an 84 beat. Making our happiness complete.
The stars are posing like a disco ball.
Watching over one and all. Ooh, oh, catching us before we fall.
By the fire, electric and true. Looking down at the silver stream, waking from a long, long dream. The water is clear, the pebbles are gold, just like the secrets that we hold.
Your reflection is a glassy blur. Everything you were, everything we were. The FM synthesis echoes your name.
Nothing will ever be the same. Reflections in the stream moving fast.
papers and colored pens, walking home with my oldest friends.
The 70s sunset was orange and white, with nothing at all for us to hide. Then the 80s came with the plastic shine, drawing a new and different line. But the stationery dreams are still the same, written in ink with your beautiful name.
Oh, the stationery dreams don't fade away. They're waiting for another sunny day. Vinyl crackle and a paper heart, never gonna let us drift apart. Never gonna let us drift apart. The saxophone plays a golden song to help the memories along, where we both belong. Stationery dreams in the attic.
The saxophone plays a golden song to help the memories along,
Where we both belong.
stationery dreams in the attic. I found a scratch on the side of the sun, where the analog life had only begun. A wooden box and a silver wire, feeding the flame of a long lost fire. Then the digital rain started falling so clear, whispering things I wanted to hear. The echo is vast, the reverb is wide, with nowhere for our secrets to hide. Old dusty records and digital echoes, following everywhere the melody goes. A heart made of cedar, a soul made of light. We're singing our way through the 80s night. The needle is dancing in a vintage groove, watching the way the memories move,
With nothing left to prove.
Dusty records, digital soul. Dusty records, digital soul. Dusty records, digital soul. How dusty records, digital soul. How dusty records, digital soul. With nowhere for our secrets to hide. Dusty records, dusty records, digital soul.
Platform is cold in the midnight blue.
I'm holding a ticket meant for two.
The steam is rising like a ghost of the past.
Knowing that nothing is meant to last.
Sitting by the window in the second car,
wondering just how lucky we are to have the rhythm of the tracks and the song to keep us moving all night long. Ride the blue midnight train tonight. Everything's gonna be alright. Between the folk style hills and the neon town, we're never gonna let the feeling down. We're never gonna let it down.
Hammond organ plays a lonely chord,
More than we ever could afford. A feeling we can't ignore. Midnight train moving slow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Midnight train moving slow. Midnight train moving slow. Golden fields under a purple sky, watching the electric birds fly by. I've got my guitar and a rhythmic heart, ready for the brand new day to start. The horizon is soft like a velvet dress, curing watching the story as it's unfurled. The tape is spinning, the light is bright. Everything's gonna be just fine tonight. Velvet horizon, green and gold. The weed is swaying in a full pop wind, thinking of the places where we've sinned. But the sky is digital, a perfect blue, waiting for a message to come through.
I hear the sins across the open plain, washing away the dust and the rain.
A crystalline sound in an earthy place, looking for a bit of saving grace.
Oh, there are sins in the Wheatfield today, chasing the shadows far, far away.
Organic roots and a glassy crown, the most beautiful sight in this town, the most beautiful sight in town. The 80s reverb makes the world
light of an 80s day. The grass is emerald,
The screen is wide. There's nowhere for the summer to hide. I pick a flower made of binary code,
carrying it down the dusty road.
The roots are deep in the 70s soil, washing away the city's coil.
Oh, the digital dandelions fly underneath the synthetic sky, gently landing on your window pane, washing out
The static rain. Analog sun, digital ray, a perfect relief for the modern pain. The tape is spinning, the colors are bright. Everything's gonna be just fine tonight. Floating, glowing, digital gold.
orbits of cedar in a velvet void, avoiding the feeling of being destroyed.
I'm sending a signal from the mountain top with a ripping heart that will never stop.
The dish is wooden, but the beam is clear. Whispering secrets I want you to hear.
A folk style message in a high-tech tone, finding a way to your electric home. Ride the wooden satellite across the sky, watching the old school years go by. 70 warmth in an 84 beat, making our happiness complete. Higher and higher through the door.
where the reverb is deep,
waking the memories from their sleep.
I see my face in the crystalline,
Thinking of everything I've found in you.
a transparent love in an analog heart, never gonna let us drift apart. Oh, the crystalline mornings are here to stay, chasing the clouds and the gray away, soft as a ribbon, clear as a bell, the story only we can tell.
In the magic of the winter spell,
Clear as a bell,
crystalline.
fades with a shimmering synth chord.
The sun is low on the golden track, knowing there's no turning back. Dusty boots and a silver wire, feeding the flame of the evening fire.
I'm driving slow through the neon trees,
Feeling the rush of the mountain breeze, a folk pop rhythm on the radio dial, bringing a soft and a weary smile. Taking the long way home today, watching the colors fade into gray, with a heart of oak and a soul of chrome. Every rhythm leads us home. Home is where the music is. 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 Home.
Close your eyes to the sound of the hiss. something that we used to miss.
A warm distortion on every word, the softest sound you've ever heard.
The 80 cent is a gentle way, keeping the secrets that we save, wrapped in a blanket of analog sound, where the peace is easily found.
Sing a tape his lullaby tonight. Everything's gonna be alright. Between the fog and the sandpiper sky, we never have to say goodbye. We never have to say goodbye. Ooh, sleep now in the cold. 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 Sleep now in the cold.
I keep our memories in a silver file, buried under years, mile after mile. The stars are pulsing in the cabinet rows, a story that only the midnight knows.
The light is recorded in a dusty beam, waking the ghosts of a digital dream. We are the keepers of the ancient sound, where the lost and the lovely are finally found.
In the archive of stars, we are glowing bright, burning through the edges of the velvet night. 70 memories, 84 dreams. Nothing is ever as cold as it seems.
Can you hear the hum of the 70s soul, trying to keep the broken pieces whole? I'm catching the ghost of an 80s melody, floating on the waves of a digital sea. Recorded, remembered in the starlight.
sky is a gradient of violet and chrome, while the wild birds are finding their way home. I'm standing on the edge of the electric hill, where the air is warm and the night is still. My boots are covered in the cedar dust, in a world that's learning how to trust. The FM radio plays a folk pop song, bringing us back where we belong. Oh, neon dusk and cedar dust tonight, watching the world turn into light. Acoustic heart and a scent-driven soul, looking for a way to make us whole. Violet and chrome, cedar and gold. A transparent morning, a bell in the air,
Synthesizer dreams we both used to share. The reverb is vast like the ocean floor, knocking at the 70s wooden door.
I hear your echo in the crystalline mist,
Like a summer day that we once kissed. Between the lines of a digital wave are the precious secrets that we say. Oh, the grassy echoes are calling us home through the silver clouds and the dark, dark loam. Soft as a ribbon, clear as a bell, a story only we can tell. In the magic of the winter spell, clear as a bell, echoes in the is deep, but the song is new. Everything I learned from you. The needle is jumping on the vintage track, but there's no reason to be looking back. I've got a pocket full of electric seeds, planting the music that the world needs. A folk style rhythm and a high-tech blend, walking with the record in my hand. It's an unfinished record, spinning fast, building a future that's meant to last. 71th in an 84 beat, making our happiness complete. Spinning forever, never ending song. Ooh, 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 ooh.
The needle is lifting, the song is at rest. We gave our hearts, we gave our best. The analog fire is burning low, with only one more place to go.
Wait for the static to cover the light, as we say goodbye to the 80s night. The tape is full, but the feeling remains inside our blood and inside our veins.
map is torn and faded, and the ink is running dry. I'm looking for a reason in the wide and open sky. I got a vintage compass with a needle made of gold, telling me the stories that were never quite told.
The analog one feels the anchor of my soul, trying to make the journey finally feel whole.
I am following the North Star in the middle of the rain.
Oh, oh,
Washing out the memory
rushing out the memory,
of the sorrow and the pain.
the sorrow and the pain.
The glassy synthesis sparkle like the distant lights,
Guiding us together through the long and frozen nights. The tape saturation makes the direction feel so true, leading every melody right back home to you.
oh, we're following the rhythm
Rhythm
of the vintage compass star, finding where the finish line and where the circles start, with an earthy kind of texture and a crystalline sound, searching for the magic that is waiting to be found. Two voices in the harmony,
a singular design.
where the human and the holy finally intertwine. Remember when the distance
Distance
was the only thing we feared,
we feel,
before the constellations
and the vision finally clear.
the Hammond organ hum,
Oh, it's like a pulse in the machine,
driving us to places
places
that our eyes had never seen. The road just playing softly, a shimmering delight, turning all the darkness into something bright.
Every step is a promise, every mile is a sign that the world is getting better when your hand is touching mine. The final crackle is the sound of the boots upon the road, lightening the pressure of a heavy ancient load. We're the masters of the journey, we're the singers of the way, in the vintage compass at the end of every day.
Oh, we follow with the rhythm of the vintage compass star, finding where the finish line and where the circles start, with an earthy kind of texture and a crystalline sound, searching for the magic that is waiting to be found. Vintage compass, pointing true back to you.
The frost is like a mirror on the surface of the lake. Everything is fragile and everything's at stake. I can hear the echoes of the things we didn't say, bouncing off the mountains in the early light of day.
The analog warmth is the breath within the chill, standing in a silence where the world is staying still.
I'm walking through the meadow where grass is silver white, waiting for the sun to give the valley back its light. The glassy synthesizers breathe like sunlight on the glass, watching all the seasons and the shadows as they pass. The roses playing softly, a shimmering blue tone, making us feel connected even when we're all alone. Oh, we're chasing crystalline echoes in the morning air, finding all the magic that is hidden everywhere, with an earthy kind of soul and a crystalline sound. Everything's holy that is waiting to be found. Two voices in a harmony, a singular design, where the human and the whole finally intertwine. The saxophone is crying with a vintage golden heart, making every ending feel like a brand new start. The Hammond organ's grooving like a planet in its spin, driving us to places where the stories all begin. The tape saturation makes the colors look so deep, guarding all the secrets that the weary spirits keep. Oh, we're chasing crystalline echoes in the morning air, finding all the magic that is hidden everywhere, with an earthy kind of soul and a crystalline sound. Everything's holy that is waiting to be found. Crystalline
Echo,
echo in the frost. Nothing's lost, nothing's lost, nothing's lost. Nothing's lost.
I've got a scratch upon my spirit like a needle in the groove, looking for a reason and looking for more. The record of my life is a little bit worn and gray, but it plays a better melody than the music of today.
The glassy synthesizers are the ladder upon the disc, taking every moment and taking every risk.
I've tuned into the station of your dusty vinyl soul, trying to make the broken pieces finally feel whole.
The tape saturation makes the harmony so warm, a sanctuary for us in the middle of the storm.
The saxophone is smooth like a river in the night, reflecting all the wonder of the flickering old light. Oh, we're singing out our stories from a dusty vinyl soul. Let the music take us and let the rhythm roll, with a 70s foundation and an 80s kind of shine. Everything is moving in a perfect sweet design. Analog and ribbon, the texture and the grain,
Finding all the beauty in the sunlight and the rain. But the F7
sparkles like the rain upon the street,
making our journey finally feel complete. The roads is playing chords like a shimmering gold sea, between a simple you and a complicated me.
the vinyl crackle is the heartbeat of the night.
Everything is perfectly alright.
Oh, we're singing out our stories from a dusty Arnold soul.
Let the music take us and let the rhythm roll, with a 70s foundation and an 80s kind of shine. Everything is moving in a perfect sweet design.
The lights along the path are in a digital neon light.
I'm walking through the forest with a vintage pair of eyes, searching for the truth beneath the artificial skies. The analog warmth is the smell of the damp and earthy ground, telling me the secrets that can only here be found.
I see the end with needles in the blue and electric glow, following the current where the spirit winds blow. The glassy synthesizers breathe like smoke upon the trees, floating like a message on the cooling northern breeze.
The tape saturation makes the colors look so deep, guarding all the promises that we intend to keep.
Oh, we're wandering together, neon lanterns on the trail, where the light is electric and the forest spirit is pale, with the 70s heartbeat and an 80s kind of soul. Every single fragment makes the bigger picture whole. Analog and glassy, the texture and the grain, finding all the beauty in the sunlight and the rain.
The Hammond organ's grooving like a pulse within the dark, searching for the fire from a single tiny spark.
The road is playing softly, a shimmering delight, leaving every melody for the onset of the night.
The DX7 sparkles like the dew upon the glass, watching all the seasons and the shadows as they pass.
Oh, we're wandering together with neon lanterns on the train, where the light is electric and the forest spirit is pale, with the 70s heartbeat and an 80s kind of soul. Every single fragment makes the bigger picture whole.
On the train, neon light, through the night, through the night.
I'm sitting by the window with a silver-colored thread, spinning out the wisdom of the words my mother said.
The patterns of the seasons are written in the wool, finding all the rhythm and finding all the pull. The analog warmth is the anchor of my soul, trying to make the broken pieces finally feel whole. I see the emerald needles in the blue and electric glow, following the current where the spirit winds blow. The glassy synthesizers breathe like starlight on the moss, measuring the rhythm of the prophet and the loss. The road is playing softly, a shimmering blue tone, making us feel connected even when we're all alone. Oh, we're the weavers of the memories in the middle of the night, turning all the darkness into something warm and bright, with a 70s heartbeat and an 80s kind of soul. Every single fragment makes the bigger picture whole. Analog and glassy, the fiber and the grain, finding all the beauty in the sunlight and the rain. Remember when the winter was a promise of a spring, before we learned to value every simple wooden thing. The Hammond organ's grooving like a heartbeat in the dark, secrets that the weary spirits keep. Oh, we're the weavers of the memories in the middle of the night, turning all the darkness into something warm and bright. Feel the 70s heartbeat and an 80s kind of flow. For every single fragment makes the bigger picture whole. Even the light through the night, just right. I'm tuning in the dial on a dusty old machine, searching for a frequency that's somewhere in between. The midnight radio is broadcasting tonight, sending out its signals in the middle of the light.
The glassy synthesizer sparkle like the distant stars,
reflecting all the wonder of the person that you are. I can hear your voice through the static in the hills, reminding me of everything we didn't want to miss. The analog warmth, there's the smell of the damp and earthy ground, telling me the secrets that can only here be found. The tape is warbling slightly with a vintage kind of grace, like a long lost memory that I can't quite erase. Oh, we're riding on the midnight radio wave so clear, washing out the distance and the echo of the fear, with an earthy kind of texture and a crystalline sound. Everything is holy on this rainy sacred ground. Two voices in the harmony, a singular design, where the human and the holy finally intertwine. You take the hard part, I'll take the low, following the current where the spirit winds blow. The Hammond organ hums like a hymn within the hall, watching over shadows as they dance upon the wall. The DX7 sparkles like a memory in my mind of all the simple beauty that we managed to find. Oh, we're riding on the midnight radio wave so clear, washing out the distance and the echo of the fear, with an earthy kind of texture and a crystalline sound. Everything is holy on this rainy sacred ground. Radio waves through the haze,
frost is like a mirror on the surface of the lake.
Everything is fragile and everything's at stake. I see the mountains standing like giants in a grave, waiting for the sun to wash their be mist away.
The analog warmth is the breath within a chill,
Standing in the silence where the world is staying still. The leaves are falling softly like the pages of a book, in every golden corner and in every silver nook. The glassy synthesizers breathe like starlight on the glass, watching all the seasons and the shadows as they pass.
the road is playing softly,
A shimmering blue tone, making us feel connected even when we're all alone. Oh, it's autumn's crystalline glow in the valley of our home, where the weary spirits and the wandering hearts roam, with an earthy kind of soul and a crystalline sound. Everything is holy that is waiting to be found, with a 70s heartbeat and an 80s kind of shine, where the heavy and the holy finally intertwine. Remember when the distance was the only thing we feared, before the constellations and the vision finally cleared. The Hammond organs grooving like a sunset on the ridge, building us a sonic and a spiritual bridge. The tape saturation makes the colors look so deep, guarding all the secrets that the weary spirits keep. Oh, it's autumn's crystalline glow in the valley of our home, where the weary spirits and the wandering hearts roam, with an earthy kind of soul and a crystalline sound. Everything is holy that is waiting to be found. Autumn glow, let it show. Watch it grow, watch it grow, watch it grow. Autumn glow, let it show. Watch it grow. Autumn glow. The wood is old and seasoned by the summer and the rain, holding all the laughter and the texture of the pain. Every time I touch it, I can hear a different rhyme, counting all the victories in the catalog of time. The glassy synthesizers are the light upon a disc, taking every moment and taking every risk.
I'll add my voice to yours in a harmony so sweet, making every journey
Finally feel complete.
the analog warmth is the spell of the
Damp and earthy ground, telling me the secrets that can only here be found. The tape is warbling slightly with a vintage kind of grace, like a memory of a time that I can't quite replace. Oh, can you hear echoes of the wooden string tonight, turning all the darkness into something warm and bright, with a 70s foundation and an 80s kind of soul. Every single fragment makes the bigger picture whole, and I love to remake the texture and the grain, finding all the beauty in the sunlight and the rain. You take the high bank, I'll take the low, following the current where the spirit winds blow. The hammer organ hums like the engine of a boat, keeping all our melodies and our memories afloat. The DX7 sparkles like the dew upon the moss, measuring the rhythm of the prophet and the lost. So can you hear the echoes of the wooden string tonight, turning all the darkness into something warm and bright, with a 70s foundation and an 80s kind of soul. Every single fragment makes the bigger picture whole. Wooden string, let it ring, everything, everything.
The road is stretching out like a ribbon made of gold, toward a different story that is waiting to be told.
I've got a vintage compass and a heart that's feeling free. Starting up the journey of the person I can be.
The analog one is the anchor of my soul, trying to make the bigger picture finally feel whole. I see the porcelain skyline in the violet and the blue, shining like a beacon and shining just for you. The glassy synthesizers breathe like smoke upon the street, reflecting all the rhythms of the hearts that finally meet. The tape saturation makes the colors look so deep, guarding all the promises that we intend to keep. Oh, we're racing for the infinite horizon in the sky,
Watching all the digital birds beginning to fly, with a 70s heartbeat and an 80s kind of shine, where the heavy and the holy finally intertwine, entwine and between.
oh, earthy and organic yet crystalline and right. Everything is holy in the middle of the light. The saxophone is crying its final golden note,
While the Hammond organ keeps our memories afloat. The road is playing softly, the DX7 is by,
turning all the shadows into a beautiful light, with the masters of the rhythm, with the singers of the song, in the infinite horizon where we finally belong. Oh, we're racing for the infinite horizon in the sky, watching all the digital birds, with the 70s heartbeat and an 80s kind of shine, where the heavy and the holy finally intertwine. Infinite horizon, never ending, still ascending.
the morning breaks in shades of gray, a neon sign that fades away. I trace the dust upon the wood, stood. The coffee cools upon the desk, a picture painted picturesque. You left a note in silver ink beside the water in the sink. We are painting the canvas of the sky, watching the electric birds fly by with an analog heart and a digital soul, trying to keep the broken pieces whole. The radio is humming low, a melody from long ago, a rhythm that we used to know. I feel the warmth of tape delay, washing all the cold away, guiding us through every day. We are painting the canvas of the sky, watching the electric birds fly by with an analog heart and a digital soul, trying to keep the broken pieces whole. The city grass reflects the trees, a synthetic but gentle breeze. I'll harmonize your lonely tune beneath the artificial moon. We are painting the canvas of the sky, watching the electric birds fly by with an analog heart and a digital soul, trying to keep the broken pieces whole. The canvas fades, the colors blend until the very end. The tires spin on gravel roads, carrying our heavy loads. The golden weed is waving high beneath the wide and endless sky. The dial is stuck on 84. I couldn't ask for any more. With muddy boots and steady hands, we're driving through the open lands. Oh, feel the rhythm of the rusted day, chasing all the heavy clouds away. A wooden cabin and a shiny chrome, anywhere with you is calling home.
The cassette is winding on the reel,
Telling us the way to feel.
like an old and turning wheel.
The engine hums a perfect chord, more than we could e'er afford. A treasure safely kept in store. Roll the windows down and breathe the pine. Everything is gonna be just fine. And the lock won't rhythm of the rust. Keep on driving all the way home. Stars are woven in the night, a canopy of silver light. I tune the strings to match your side. Beneath the velvet quiet sky, the satellite is blinking red above the branches in the shed. A frequency so pure and deep, waking the silence from its sleep. Look at the velvet constellations glow, guiding us to places we don't know. Acoustic whispers in the frosty air, a glassy echo that we gladly share. Tape saturation makes it one, sheltering us from the storm. A beautiful and gentle fawn. I hear the reverb strike so wide, with nowhere for the dark to hide. Standing softly by your side. Every star is a note on the page, trapped inside this modern age. But we sing the roots of the ancient tree, a song for you, a song for me. Look at the velvet constellations glow, guiding us to places we don't know. Acoustic whispers in the frosty air, a classy echo that we gladly share. Velvet sky, silver light, sea time. The water rushes past the bend, a signal that I want to send. The pebbles shine like shattered glass, watching the lazy shadows pass. The tape is rolling down the stream, a picture from a distant dream. I skip a stone across the tide, with you walking by my side. Oh, the analog rivers flow so free, carrying the light for you and me. 70 memories, 80 desires, lit by the glow of the digital fires. The Hammond hums a gentle breeze, rustling the leaves on the trees, bringing the forest to its knees. We harmonize with every splash, saving the moments from the ash in a brilliant and sudden flash. Follow the current, follow the sound to the place where the love is found. No need to hurry, no need to run, under the warmth of the setting sun. Oh, the analog rivers flow so free, carrying the light for you and me. 70 memories, 80 desires, lit by the glow of the digital fires, flowing down to the sea. Analog river, analog rivers, analog rivers. Analog rivers, analog rivers, analog rivers, analog rivers. The telephone is ringing late, a sudden twist of midnight fade. I hear the crackle on the line, your heartbeat syncing up with mine.
I dial the numbers in the dark, looking for that vintage spark. The wire stretch across the snow to the only place I know.
Whispers in the wire, soft and clear, telling me that you are always near. A plastic phone and a wooden floor, I couldn't ask the world for more. The vintage river fills the space, tracing the lines upon your face, a feeling time cannot erase. The road's piano strikes a chord, cutting the silence like a sword. A gentle and a sweet reward. plastic phone and a wooden floor. I couldn't ask the world for more. Are you there? I'm always here. Whispers in the wires. Whispers in the wires. I'm always here. I'm always here. The autumn wind is blowing cold, turning all the green to gold. I'm walking down a maple street, listening to the city's beat. The streetlights hum a neon tune underneath the harvest moon. A leaf of chrome falls on my coat, a silent, unexpected note. All the leaves of chrome and gold surround us. Look at all the magic that has found us. 70 acoustic, 84 machine, the most beautiful autumn we've ever seen. The Hammond organ starts to swell, ringing like a distant bell. The story that the seasons tell, the vinyl crackle in the breeze, rustling through the golden trees, bringing memories to tease. Winter is hiding around the bend, but this is a song that will never end. We'll capture the light in a glassy jar, no matter how close, no matter how far. All the leaves of chrome and gold surround us. Look at all the magic that has found us. 70 acoustic, 84 machine, the most beautiful autumn we've ever seen. Chrome and gold falling down all around the town.
Found a box without a lock, hidden by the grandfather clock.
Pictures framed in faded white, taken in the analog light.
I see my jacket, you see your hair,
Sitting on the wooden chair, the color shifted into gray, caught inside a tape delay. Polaroids and tape delay tonight. Everything is painted in the softest light. A memory frozen, sound that spins yesterday begins.
The reverb echoes down the hall,
Catching every shadow on the wall, waiting for the night to fall.
the acoustic strings are weeping slow.
For all the places we used to go, the feeling that we'll always know. Hold the picture to the glowing screen. Tell me everything that you have seen. The chemistry of then and now, making a silent sacred vow. Polaroids and tape delay tonight. Everything is painted in the softest light. A memory froze and the sound that spins. This is where the yesterday begins. Fading out, spinning slow. Don't let go.
The ocean crashes on the stone. I'm standing on the edge alone. The salt is heavy in the air, washing away the worldly care.
A beam of light cuts through the dark, leaving a bright electric mark. The lighthouse stands so tall and bright, painted in the neon light.
Oh, the neon lighthouse guides us in, where the water ends and the shores begin. A wooden tower, glassy beam, waking us up from a restless dream.
The synth is pulsing like a heart, tearing the heavy fog apart. A beautiful and perfect art. The folk guitar is anchor in the sea.
A steady rhythm for you and me,
Setting the weary sailors free. Through the storm and through the rain, through the sorrow and the pain, the analog file will keep us warm, safe inside the digital storm. taking a sip from a restless dream. Guiding light to the night. We are home. We are home. The sky is turning pale and pink. I pour the coffee, stop to think. The world is quiet, still and numb, waiting for the day to come. I turn the dial to find a song where you and I could both belong. A frequency so crystal clear, chasing away the lingering fear. We are tuning to the frequency of the dawn, before the magic of the morning is gone. Acoustic warmth and a sense so bright, stepping out of the shadow of night. The DX7 sounds like morning dew, reflecting a sky of perfect blue. A brand new start for me and you. The rhythm is gentle, the tempo is slow, watching the early blossoms grow. A beautiful secret we quietly know. Let the static fade into the air. There's a peaceful feeling everywhere. Analog roots in a modern sun. The beautiful journey has just begun. We are tuning to the frequency of the dawn, before the magic of the morning is gone. Acoustic warmth and a sense so bright, stepping out of the shadow of night. Morning light, morning light, crystal clear, crystal clear. The dawn is here, the dawn is here.
I'm walking down a crowded street, a steady rhythm in my feet. The shops are opening their doors. golden thread through the valleys where our younger dreams were fed.
I see the mountains in the rearview mirror's light, chasing down the shadows of the coming night.
I've got a pocket full of
Stories and a dusty old map, and the wind is whispering through the window's gap. I'm sitting right beside you,
watching clouds roll by,
painting watercolor streaks across the evening sky.
There's a comfort in the engine,
Steady, vivid calm, knowing where we're going and where we're coming from. The radio is humming a song from '84, and I don't think I could ask for anything more. Oh, riding on the wings of an amber sky echo, where the golden fields and the silver rivers flow, with the spirit of the canyon and the salt of the sea. You and I are exactly where we're meant to be, hand in hand in the glow of the dying light. Everything's alright, everything is bright. Ooh, ooh.
remember when we started with nothing but a song. The road was a mystery, the winters felt so long.
But the pine trees stood like giants, calling every turn. There were lessons in the fire that we had to learn. Now the glass is clear and the vision is wide. I can see the honest truth you're holding inside. Like the river flows steady to the waiting bay, we found the rhythm of a brand new day. The stars start to flicker like a lo-fi dream. Nothing is ever as hard as it seems when the melody rises and the harmony blends. This is the road that never really ends. Oh, we're riding on the wings of an amber sky echo, where the golden fields and the silver rivers flow, with the spirit of the canyon and the salt of the sea. You and I are exactly where we're meant to be, hand in hand in the glow of the dying light. Everything's alright on this amber sky. Ooh, amber sky. Always true, always true. The frost was like a lace upon the window pane, washing out the memory of the summer rain. I watched the steam rising from my ceramic cup, waiting for the sleepy world to finally wake up. The synthesizer sparkled like the dew on a leaf, giving us a moment of a beautiful relief. I'm walking through the garden where the lilies grow in a rhythmic silence that only we know. The saxophone is breathing like a sigh of the air, while the wind tangles gently in your messy hair. Every step I take is a verse on the ground, in a world of peace where no sorrow is found. Oh, we're waking in a light of a crystalline morning, with a simple kind of magic. No need for a warning. Everything organic, yet transparent and clear. Washing out the shadows and the ghosts of a fear. With the analog warmth and the glassy blue sound, we're finally part, I'll take the load, following the current where the spirit winds blow. The Hammond organ clubbing like a heartbeat in the chest, leading us to places where the weary spirits rest. The roses playing chords like a shimmering sea, between the simple you and the complicated me. We're catching every drop in a silver tin cup, waiting for the weather to finally open up. The vinyl crackles like the fire in the grate, reminding us the beauty is never really late. The tape saturation makes the harmony so deep, guarding all the promises that we intend to keep. Crystalline morning, with a simple kind of magic. No need for a warning. Earthy and organic, yet transparent and clear, washing out the shadows and the ghost of a fear.